I'm sexy and I know it. More accurately, I'm super sexy sometimes and I know it. And I'm working on it. A song, Rion here with Television. When we look at the dynamics of media and consumer use and the awakening of consciousness, that experience, that subjective experience is not just a passive one. Entertainment has a lot of heart and sex with it, so how conscious is that? And we can look at a resource like LMFAO's I'm Sexy and I Know It. We look at it from a conscious consumer perspective. We can get some glimpse into the future. And that's just one resource. But think about what we're talking about here. I've referenced before that the future consumer user is going to start accepting that they are the star, they are sexy, they are worthy. And it's actually going to be empowering and awakening them away from guilt and shame. So a song like I'm Sexy and I Know It, that was such a hit, not just because of the sound, but because of the deeper meaning behind it. It actually is empowering and awakening. And there's so many models we can reference. Music has such influence on consciousness and even on social change. So when we start taking that perspective of consumer empowerment, consumer awakening, and consumer is more like long-term down the road. We can maybe first look at early adopters, cultural creatives, prosumers, and crazy people who've been in my following with transformational media before this. That type of stuff. Crazy, out there, just doing it big, doing it wild and crazy, with oil. And you're sexy and you know it, right? So, media, empowering, awakening. People to feel a higher experience, not just to have an escape, but, well, wait a minute, maybe I am sexy and I'm starting to know it. And even at the ASCAP Expo, this is one of the great secrets of songwriting revealed by some of the top hit makers. And one songwriter who really dug into this was to use the words I and you so it becomes a subjective experience. So top creators, they already kind of know this in the industry, and we all kind of know it non-consciously, but it's like, yep, that actually makes sense kind of a thing when I heard that. So as producers, where can we be more subjective in the empowering experience? A lot of music, like indie music, has a lot of just more the personal values. Pop entertainment is generally more universal, more global. So I love looking at pop media in different cultures and feeling what's going on. What I do, it's beyond international. It's out there. It's pretty up there. It's been crop dusting and been doing that ever since. Empowered experience, internal awakening. You're sexy and you know it. I think that was just the theme of this video. So subscribe, like, share, add me to Facebook, Twitter, because this is really it's a more select group. There's not too many of us in 2015 on a global scale. We're really less than 1%, well less than 1% of the population that really is spearheading all of this. Transformational producers and advocates. All right, so you believe this? I do. The fusion, awakening of consciousness with media. We'll talk later.